Hey everyone, Raven here. Continuing my Bongels game, Bobs and Angels. Um, so this episode I am going to be automating my basic electronic boards and getting some of the inserters and assembling machines automated. That'll help speed up my expansion for future, and then I'll get some green science research automated as well. Um, So one thing I need to do in order to make the basic electronic boards is get that coal line, make the crushed coal, and turn it into carbon. So I'm going to have it come down right here. Actually, I should make sure I have a little bit more room in case I want to expand. So I'll have it come down right here. It's always nice to leave a little bit of a buffer in case anything goes wrong. I might not need to go down that far. So the first thing that I need to do is set up an ore crusher. That way I can turn the coal into crushed coal, which then can be refined into coke. So I'll have it in line with this guy. So this is going to be the crushed coal, which is the first step. Then the crushed coal gets turned into coke right here. So that's going to have that, and that's going to go like that. Okay, so this is going to fill that up. Crushed coal gets turned into coke. And then I know I need the two liquefiers. One liquefier is for carbon dioxide, and one is for carbon. Okay. Oh, I need more inserters. Let's make just a bunch while I'm waiting around. Okay, so this makes the carbon, this makes the coke, and these need to be powered. Okay, so now I have the carbon being made. This should be plenty enough for now. I might need to expand this and just copy and produce more of it. But I'm just going to have it come down this way for now. Okay. So there goes the carbon. And I am going to need the tin as well in order to make the tinned copper wire. And then the tinned copper wire with the carbon makes the basic electronics. So I have tin right here. I need to make a splitter. Where is that go? That way that way I can do this. Bring the coal down like that, and I'm going to need another splitter so that I can split my copper as well. All right. Okay, so the tin and the copper are going to come down and make some of the tinned copper wire. That's going to go right there. This is going to go right here. And I'm going to have this come out a little bit. Where are my assembly machines? I'm going to put them right here. So I'll have the copper and then the tin. So this will make the copper cable, and this will make the tinned copper cable. So I'm not sure of my production ratios. So in reality, I should probably have these more parallel. So I'm actually going to give myself a little bit more room. I'm going to have one here and one here. No, I need one more space. That way I can have an output belt right here. I need a couple long-handed inserters. And that way I can have enough enough room to ensure. Okay, actually I'm going to do it that way. And where did I put my long-handed inserters? There we go. Let me make a couple fast inserters. I'll make a couple more just to have backup for later in case I want to use them for something else. Okay. So now I have the tinned copper cable coming. I have the carbon, I have the solder, and I have the resin, or solder plate and the resin. Oh, and I have the solder right here. Okay, so I have solder, carbon, and tinned wire. So let me make the basic electronic components now. Those I will just make right. I want to leave enough room in case I need to expand or want to expand any of that. So I'm just going to put it down right here. And I will have the tinned wire come down like that. And I'll have the carbon right there. Since since it's only basically one resource for outputting 5, I'm going to have the inside belt as the fast belt, or as the fast insert as the output belt. And I'm going to have that there, and a long-handed inserter there. Okay. So solder and basic electronic components. And then I just need basic circuit boards. So I'm going to need to have another belt come in this way. I might have it come down right through here. Or I might just have it come all the way over here. Have both of these guys come like this. And have the basic electronic components made right here. And I'll have them made on both sides. Let's see. There we go. All right. 1, 2. There we go. Okay. Or I can do it like this. So one belt in, a few belts out. Am I out of iron again? Yes. Yes, I am. Yeah. Okay, so I almost have the basic electronic boards automated now. That and that. Okay, I got plenty of belt. That'll probably start backing up, and I won't have too much of an issue with that. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I left enough space here for what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4. I usually like to have 4 spaces, but I'll only have 2. That'll be fine. It'll get me enough space so that I can maneuver the belts and all that as I need. Okay. And where is the last one? Okay. That should be all the underground belt I need. I do need a couple splitters. one for these basic electronics, and that way I can have them come down on both sides. And I can have the basic electronic components come up on both sides. Up on one, there we go. There. And there. And then the solder. Oh. So it looks like I do need one more underground belt, which I did make, so that's kind of handy. All right. Basic electronic circuit boards. Oh, I guess, yeah, it requires 3 components, so I need to have it as the tier 2 machine. I forgot about that. So that goes there, and that goes there. Okay, so I have all of this. I'm going to do here and here, here and here. And then the long-handed inserters, that's going to be here, and here, and here, and here. Okay, so that's going to pull in and pull in. This is going to drop off and drop off. And this needs to go like that. I'm going to make another underground belt. That way the output can actually go right here. Oh wait, no, it's going to be on the inside because I want to have a little bit of space between that. So the output is going to be right here. And here we are. So now I just need to power this up and disable, where is it? Not disable, but change this into a basic inserter so that it's a little bit slower and it doesn't capture everything that's coming off of it. That way some gets by and goes into the area for the basic electronic components. So yeah, I think now that I have that set up, and I should make make a chest for it, so that I can grab these when I need them from far away. How many? Oh, that is way more than enough. I should probably only have 4 stacks saved in here. But that's plenty, I guess. Did I put 8? I only wanted to have 18 in there. There. Okay. So yeah, that's going to start making my basic electronic components, and I can start looking at expanding my steel and copper production at some point. But I do want to get my science automated. I think I'm going to have some of the science making stuff over here where I'm chopping down the trees. It'll be a nice spot on the bus, although I should probably have it down a little bit further so I can have have some of the other early infrastructure being made somewhere around there. So yeah, let me make my science stuff over here. And I'm going to do it so that I have have the infrastructure to set up 1 science per second is my target. So I want to have 5 red science assembling machines, and I want to use the tier 2. That way I don't have to replace them as often. And I need a lot of iron. So let me pick up these guys. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to stand here. That way I can just constantly take in a bunch of iron while I'm thinking about what I want to do. So I need 5 of these for the red science. The green science takes 6 seconds to make. So I want to have 6 of these for the green science as well. So let's see. That's 8, so I should have 11. There we go. There's 11 being made. So the red science takes an iron gear wheel and copper plate. Copper plate is just whatever. The iron gear wheel, it takes 1, so I need 1 iron gear wheel per second. And an iron gear wheel takes half a second to make. So I only need 1 assembling machine for iron gear wheels. And I only need assembling machine 1 for that as well. Because it's an assembly machine produces 2 gear wheels per second, and so I only need half that rate, and the crafting speed of assembling 1 is only 2/3 of the assembling machine 2. So I don't need an assembling machine 2 for the gear wheel. However, the inserter and the basic transporter belt might be different. So the inserter, that takes 3 components, so I am going to need 1 assembling machine 2 for the inserter. I need to remake my assembling machine 1 for the gear wheel. And then the basic transport belt, I produce 2 per half a second. And it takes 1 iron gear wheel, so I need 1 assembling machine for that, and 1 assembling machine for the transport belt itself. So that's another 2. All right. So I have all the assembling machines that I need right now. I'll start getting it set up right over here. And I'll have it up a ways, that way I can have more lines for my main bus for whatever I want. So I'll have it set up right here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Distance isn't too much of an issue, so yeah, at least not right now. Red science. This is going to take copper belt or copper plate and iron gear wheel. I'm going to have 1 assembling machine for iron gear wheels. This will output like this. I will have my copper line come in right there. And that way I just have 1 line for both. Let's see. Okay, so there's that, output here, and input here. So this will be my iron input. And then this will be my output for red science on that side. And I will have my green science. There's 6 of them. My green science on this side. And these guys take the basic transporter belt and the inserters. So this, I'm going to have a splitter. Oh, I already have a splitter. Oh well. I'm going to have a splitter there and there. Alright, so that's going to go like that, and that's going to go like that. That way I can provide power to all of them, like that. These guys are going to output, output, and output. Oh, and I need more inserters, which means I need a bunch more iron as well. But the 10 I've made should be sufficient for now in terms of power. I don't need that one there. On top and on top. Put that there. I'm gonna put one here and here. Okay. So I will need to provide power out here. Let me make some more power pools so that I don't run out when I want to actually do a bit more. So the inserters takes iron and a basic circuit board. The basic transporter belt just takes iron. So I'm going to have the inserter made right here. There's the inserter. Oh, I need to have a few more assembling machines. Well, since I'm already up here, I might as well bring a power line all the way down. And there we go. Okay, so now I have power up there. I need to get a bit more iron and make some more assembling machines. And I'm going to grab some of that belt. There we go. I'm going to grab some of that iron that's being made right here. There we go. Let's make some more of that and a few more assembling machines. I can always use more, because I'm always going to be building more stuff. Okay, so this needs an iron gear wheel. Here and there. Okay, so this is going to be the basic transporter belt. This is going to be an iron gear wheel. And I'm going to have the output belt right there. So here and here. There and there. And this is going to pull in a bunch of iron plate. Okay. So here and here. So I guess where I had them first was actually a better location. Okay. So now I just need to bring up the basic electronic components into this line. Okay, I need a splitter for that. So there's a splitter, or better yet, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so I'll have the splitter right. You know what? I'm going to do it like this. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this is going to bring up the basic circuit boards over there, and I am going to bring the iron all the way up. I am going to need a couple more splitters, one for the iron on this side for the red circuit, and one for the copper as well. So the copper line I'll bring down all the way to right here. Do I have this over here? All right. I'm going to pick up all that iron because I need more. Oh no, I need tin plate. That's what I'm lacking now. Okay, there goes some tin plate. Underground belt for that, and this is just going to come all the way to there. And then iron, I'm going to have the underground belt like so. and the splitter right here, like so. Oh wait, that guy doesn't have power? Well, I'll just add another power pole right there. Okay, so that's copper, or yeah, copper and iron um, fueling the red science. And let's put this as an underground belt here to here. This will come all the way up and all the way around. Okay, so I just need to build a few labs for actually researching now, which means I can get rid of those labs down at the bottom. Where are the labs? There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. One. Yeah, it does take a while to produce the labs. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And I should have one more. There we go. And a little bit more power. Okay, so now I have my labs going for red science. I have green packets being made as well, which means I should start researching that once I move the labs from down here up there. And once mechanical refining is finished, then I should be able to switch research to something a little bit more productive. Okay. And I should also increase my power output, because I think, yeah, once it's going full swing, I'm gonna guess that my output right now is going to be inadequate. So I'm gonna make a couple more of those, and 3 more of those. So it's gonna be 1. And I'm going to need a few pipe and a few 1, 2 underground belt and a couple, yeah, and then a pipe after that. All right. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Underground pipe there and 2 there. But I made a, oh yeah, I did. There we go. Okay. That's going to be that, and that's going to be that. All right, I have that now completed. I want the advanced steel smelting. That way I can make some steel ingots, which is a lot more efficient than trying to convert iron plate into steel plate. I should also make sure I, again, don't run out of coal. So I'm going to build a couple more drilling rigs and place down the belt. Okay, so now I have my power production expanded a little bit. There might be a slight conflict right here. So one thing that I can do, and I probably should, that's almost at resources. Here. Let's. I am going to remove these and turn add a couple chests right here. So that way this can actually get refined, get processed so that I can use this area for additional power. And I think I have enough brick, so what I am going to do instead is I am going to set up some landfill. Oh, but that takes mud. I don't have the research for regular stone if I remember. Okay, anyways, that's just gonna be there, doing its thing. So yeah, I'll let that continue on. And I'm gonna check out the oh, that's out of fuel. Okay, so I should make sure that these are full of fuel. Okay, there we go. I'll fill these guys up too. Okay. That and that. Okay, so I got a good amount of iron production, a good amount of copper production. I'll use fast inserters on these. That way, this chest can get emptied out a bit quicker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll fill it up. So it balances that out a little bit more. It's a little bit quicker at getting the stuff out. And it doesn't look like the this is overly saturated. So I might be able to expand this production a little bit more. But for now, that should be fine. Yeah, I'm not saturated on the iron plate, because eventually how much time does that take? Geez. I guess I'm just not producing enough iron for the green science. Or most of my iron is going towards plate production. Or half of it's going towards plate production. Not plate production, belt production. But I do need a lot of belt in order to expand my factory, so I'm not too worried about that. If it's a little bit slower, that's fine with me. But I definitely need the advanced steel smelting in order to start expanding the refining plants a lot more. So yeah, I am just lacking iron for those. So I should expand my production a little bit more on the iron side. And the way that I'm going to do that, first I'm going to see if these are saturated, and they are not. There's barely anything getting up there, so I'm going to need to add a few more electric mining drills. So let's go and add 8, and I think I need another one. Okay. So I have 8 on each side, or I will have 8 on each side. Okay. Where is my balancer? There we go. Okay. So I just doubled my raw sapphirite ore production, which means that this should actually get all the way up here. And yeah, so yeah, this should be producing a little bit more iron now. Or iron and copper at the same time. So, oh, and I am almost full on my slag. Um, that's not even moving. Let me see if I'm making any green science actually. Because I'm wondering if I cut off the supply of the basic circuit board. I need to see if any is actually making its way that way. Okay, yeah, some is. But no, I have that capacity restricted, so not too worried about that. It just looks like my copper production is causing issues. Um, yeah, and my green science, it's just the iron production that's holding it up. So I'm gonna fill in manually um, some iron in there. That way it'll start, I'll actually start getting some iron back to these belts, and my green science will start producing. So let's see. So yeah, it looks like everything else is kind of moving smoothly, except I'm just capacity reduced. I wonder how much is in the line. There's like, yeah, not really anything in the line. But yeah, and this is it's still not full of capacity. This is constantly going, so that's good. But this one, it's not. It has a little bit of a stutter. So I think I can add a couple more ore crushers for that. Um, yeah, and the copper, I might be able to add a little bit more, maybe another blast furnace, an induction furnace. Let me see. Is that? Oh, it's just not unloading fast enough. That's its problem. So let me add a couple of those guys. Okay, let's see if that helps at all. Okay, yeah, that looks like it helps. Okay. So now that's going. My copper production has gone up quite a bit. It still takes 24, so yeah. These are getting rid of their resources quicker than it's coming in. I am going to need to do something with the slag though. But yeah, okay, steel smelting is going up now, which is kind of nice. Ore crusher, ore crusher, ore crusher, ore crusher. Let's get 4 more ore crushers. And let's put some of that in there because I don't need that crushed sapphire. Yeah, so I now have green science automated. So yeah, next episode I'm going to work on expanding my resource production for iron and copper because I always need more of that. So anyways, thanks for watching guys. Go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Until next time.